The Indiana Pacers and the Atlanta Hawks face off in a crucial Eastern Conference matchup on Thursday night. The game will take place at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. The Pacers have won 6 of their last 8 games. The Hawks have struggled, winning only 2 of their last 8 games. The Pacers hold the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. They aim to secure home court advantage in the playoffs. The Hawks are in 9th place, fighting for a playoff spot. With weeks left in the season, every game is crucial. This is their second meeting this season. The Pacers won the first matchup in February. Tyrese Halliburton led with 30 points and 15 assists. Trae Young had 28 points and 11 assists. The Pacers aim for a season sweep. The Hawks seek revenge. This game starts a 3-game road trip for the Pacers. After Atlanta, they travel to Miami. The Hawks look to build momentum before a road trip. This game has major playoff implications for both teams. Both the Pacers and the Hawks have been hit hard by injuries in recent weeks. The availability of several key players for Thursday night's game is uncertain. The injury bug has particularly impacted the Pacers' backcourt. Pacers All-Star point guard Tyrese Halliburton is officially listed as questionable with a hip injury. Halliburton has been on a tear since the All-Star break, averaging 23.9 points, 12 assists, and 2.6 steals per game while shooting a blistering 60% from the field and 54.5% from three-point range. His presence would be a major boost for the Pacers' offense. However, his status remains up in the air, leaving the Pacers coaching staff with a difficult decision to make. The Pacers' injury woes extend beyond Tyrese Halliburton. Sixth man Benedict Mathurin is also listed as questionable for Thursday's game with a wrist injury. Mathurin has missed the past 3 games, and his absence has been noticeable. The second-year guard provides a scoring punch off the bench for Indiana. If both Halliburton and Mathurin are unable to suit up, the Pacers will need other players to step up offensively. The Pacers will also be without Isaiah Jackson, who remains out with an Achilles injury. Jackson, a promising young big man, has shown flashes of potential this season. His absence will put more pressure on Miles Turner and Jalen Smith to hold down the fort in the paint. The Pacers will need to rely on their depth and resilience to overcome these key absences. Adding to the Pacers' personnel concerns, several players are currently assigned to the team's G League affiliate, the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. Guards Ray J. Dennis and Quentin Jackson, along with forward Enrique Freeman, are all unavailable for Thursday's game due to their G League assignments. While these players may not be household names, their absence further depletes the Pacers' depth. The team will need to rely on its remaining players to step up and fill the void. Hawks grapple with depleted roster. The Hawks are also dealing with their fair share of injuries. Star guard Trae Young is officially listed as probable with an ankle injury. Young is averaging 23.6 points and a league-leading 11.5 assists per game this season. While his status is not in serious doubt, any limitation on Young's explosiveness could significantly impact the Hawks' offensive flow. The Hawks' backcourt depth has taken a major hit with the season-ending injuries to Kobe Bufkin and Jalen Johnson, both of whom are sidelined with shoulder injuries. Bufkin, a rookie, had shown promise as a backup point guard, while Johnson provided athleticism and defensive versatility. Their absences will force the Hawks to rely on less experienced players in key moments. The Hawks' front court is also shorthanded. Vit Krejci remains sidelined with a back injury, and Larry Nance Jr. is out with a knee injury. Krejci, a skilled forward, has been in and out of the lineup all season, while Nance provides valuable energy and rebounding off the bench. Their absences will put more pressure on Clint Capella and John Collins to carry the load in the front court. Like the Pacers, the Hawks also have several players on G League assignments. Daquan Plowden and newly signed Jacob Toppin are both listed as out for Thursday's game. Toppin, who recently joined the Hawks after being waived by the Knicks, will have to wait for his opportunity to make his debut for his new team. Playoff implications loom. Thursday night's game carries significant playoff implications for both the Pacers and the Hawks. For the Pacers, a win would be another step towards securing home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. They are currently just 1.5 games ahead of the Miami Heat, who are in 7th place. The Hawks, on the other hand, are in desperate need of a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. They are currently 2 games behind the Chicago Bulls, who occupy the final play-in tournament spot. With the regular season winding down, the Hawks can ill afford to drop many more games. The outcome of this game could come down to which team is able to overcome its injury woes. The Pacers will need a balanced scoring attack if Halliburton and/or Mathurin are unable to play. The Hawks, meanwhile, will need to find a way to slow down the Pacers' offense even if Young is limited. One thing is for sure, this matchup has all the makings of a hard-fought battle with major playoff implications on the line.